Everyone knows the
Yes.
24-hour celebration rule, right? The coach in the locker room after the game, hey, big win, celebrate every win, right? Take 24 hours, get off your feet, celebrate, say hi to your friends and family. Usually in college football, it's like, hey, get a workout in tomorrow, watch some film, but Monday, flushed it, we're ready to move on. Little known sibling of the 24-hour celebration rule is the 24-hour disappointment rule. Very similar, right? Be mad, pout, vent, right? Watch the film, yell at yourself, right? Fix it, learn from it, get a workout in where you put a little bit extra weight on the bar because you're mad and you get it off your chest with a new max. Then by Monday, which would have been yesterday for the Tar Heels, flush it and move on. That is the rule that North Carolina has to make sure is in effect. They need the 24-hour disappointment rule. Right? When you show up at practice, a lot of college there's an NCAA rule you have to have at least 24 hours off from like team activities.
Yep, one full day.
A lot of schools put that on Monday. So Sunday you come in, you watch film with the coaches. There's usually a lift involved. There's a team meeting. Monday is your off day. If you need to schedule a once a week like 6:30 p.m. Class, you do it because you don't have anything going on. Like that's all on Mondays. Tuesday you're back on the practice field. Tuesday you can't be out there with your head low, right? You can't be out there Eeyore. You can't be Eeyore out there. You have to have flushed it and moved on. Carolina, make no mistake about it, suffered an absolutely horrendous loss at the hands of one of the worst teams in the ACC. You can't let them beat you twice, though. It's bad enough you let them beat you once. Don't let them beat you twice. This is the crazy part. The ACC Championship, still well within reach. Okay? It feels like losing to a 1-5 Virginia team at home when you're the 10th ranked team in the country should be some form of elimination game, but it's not. Louisville, Duke, Virginia Tech, ironically, and UNC all have one loss in the ACC. Florida State is undefeated. Those four teams that are one loss, there's a good chance one of them is going to play for the ACC championship game. UNC plays Duke later this year, so that'll be settled on the field. Louisville and Virginia Tech, you have to hope for a little bit of help, or you can just go win the rest of your games and let tiebreakers decide it. So North Carolina, the 24-hour disappointment rule has to go from, or whenever that 24 hours is up, you have to snap your fingers and go from how in the heck did we allow Virginia to come into our house? I don't care if it was fall break and the students weren't there and the crowd wasn't this, the crowd wasn't that. You shouldn't need artificial energy to beat Virginia. How in the heck did we let Virginia come into our house and win, and they need to flip the switch whenever that 24-hour disappointment rule goes up and go to, if we take care of business against a very winnable schedule, you can still win the ACC. And you may not have as much complete and total control of your destiny as far as college football playoff, but I would darn sure feel pretty good about myself looking at the college football playoff committee saying, hey, I am a one-loss ACC champion that just beat Florida State in the ACC championship game. If that's the case, that's like that's the stakes. That's what you're playing for. There is just absolutely no room for sleepwalking like you did against UVA. Because if that happens again, forget about ACC championship games, forget about college football playoff. You can forget about all that conversation. I mean, if you're able and capable and your outlook allowed you to lose to Virginia, it'll let you lose to everybody else on your schedule. I don't think that's likely, but if you lose to Virginia and you put that same effort in against anybody else, they're liable to knock you off.